Happy Monday. It's Terry Dillinger, and we're just getting set up and getting started for our Monday Flourishing Area Live. I'm going to wait here as we see people jump on. I see we have some people coming at this time. Thank you for being here. And yay, what a great start to the week, right? Joining us here on Mondays and just sharing some great tips and ideas and asking some questions. I started watching these a few years ago, and whew, what a difference they made for me. So, oh, hello, May Mufu. Hello. So happy to see you. And you can comment here as we're going through. You can ask some questions. I don't always see everything right away, or I don't see some things pop up till later. But some other representatives may be on and they can answer your questions if I don't get to them right away, or if we don't get to them within this 30 minutes, we'll be sure to get back to you and answer. So we're still waiting a little bit as people come on. I want to make sure that everything is going well. Hello. If you are new this evening, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you're a return guest, welcome back. We're so glad that we're providing for you information that's exciting enough for you to come back. Just to give you quick details on that, every Monday, 7 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6 to 6:30 Central Time, we come on and we offer information regarding great skincare, anti-aging, repairing, hydration. We talk about protecting our skin in the summertime, protecting the winter cold weather and dryness. We talk about color applications. So regardless of what your skin needs or what you feel you want, I'm sure we are covering it in some topics. So I encourage you to, on Mondays, just kind of put a little alarm on and jump on and watch us while you're cooking dinner, or hi, Christy. Or while you're cleaning up after dinner. That's what I was doing. Every time I was doing dishes, I would come here and I would just jump on and listen. And I was really excited for some of the tips that I was getting from these amazing women, and learning along with some of them as well. But thank you for being here tonight, and welcome back, or welcome to your first time. I will mention also, regardless if you're a return customer or a new customer, tag the representative that invited you. It lets her know that you were here and can answer any questions that you may have, but she gets credit also for you joining us, and you get entered into our monthly drawings, which is great. You know, not only do you get some great tips for free, but you could actually earn some goodies. And yeah, there's a cash drawing too. So how great is that? So join us and follow along. I'm still waiting a couple of minutes because I want to make sure we got everybody streaming okay. Tonight, we are talking about fine lines, dark spots, and wrinkles. Oh my. I didn't make up that title, but how fun is that? So just those extra added skin concerns that we have. And, you know, we know all our skin types are different. All our skin concerns vary. What's really fun is we talk a lot about the skincare sets that would work best for your skin type, but then also those extra, what do I do if my concerns are fine lines, dark spots, wrinkles? Oh my. And I am coming back again to talk with you about our clinical solutions. I was here in January and talking about the retinization program that we were working on for 8 weeks. I had challenged everyone to jump on with me while I was doing it to kind of follow along. And if you were any of those that did jump on that decision and come along with me while I was doing the retinization, let us know in your comments. And then we came back 8 weeks later and we talked about the clinical solutions, but also the boosters that we have available for specific needs that your skin may have that might be different than someone else's, as I mentioned. But in any case, I'm going to keep going. I feel like we're missing some people, but I'm just going to get started. So in January, we talked about retinol. We talked about a retinization program. Then we talked about the boosters in February, and I'm going to kind of summarize all of that and share some of my personal experiences. But just as a quick recap, what is retinol? Retinol is a derivative of vitamin A, which is something that our bodies produce through the food that we eat, and it's considered a very critical element for healthy skin development. We want to get rid of the dead skin cells. We want to oh, okay. I'm just watching comments to make sure I don't miss anything. But get rid of the dead skin cells, make room for the new ones, so that plumps and firms our skin. It rejuvenates our skin. And as we age, with everything else, the skin's renewal process begins to slow down. So, our body kind of forgets what it's supposed to do. It forgets it's supposed to hold and retain moisture or get rid of the dead skin cells as opposed to naturally exfoliate. So sometimes it needs a little help. And what's really fun is we can help our skin's integrity with a topical application of retinol. It supports a natural production of collagen and elastin. So it increases the cell turnover, improves our skin texture. It helps hyperpigmentation, which is what we were talking about with the color. We might have freckles or age spots, or there might be large areas of darkened skin as we grow older. And in addition to that, increases our skin elasticity and increases skin collagen. So all good things, right? All great things that we can look forward to. So speaking of those items, the collagen, it is a protein. It's the skin's building block that diminishes with age and sun exposure. As we get older, as I mentioned, we have collagen depleted skin because our bodies just forget to produce it. So let's use retinol. Let's do this. Let's just put it on a topical ingredient. So retinol is the gold standard ingredient that dermatologists recommend for adults of every age. And it helps prevent significant signs of aging, which maybe you can't see yet, but it also helps reverse advanced visible signs of aging that has already happened. So retinol supports natural collagen and elastin production. So basically, we are replenishing. And okay, I just keep looking because I want to make sure that I am on. If you can comment, that if you haven't commented yet that you're here, I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, so moving forward, we're talking about repairing. We're talking about rejuvenating, repairing. And many of you know we have an amazing skincare set called the Time-Wise Repair, which I do use myself, and I share that information with a lot of my clients because it's pretty amazing. As soon as I heard the word repair, I knew, okay, this one's for me. And I had not really utilized a good skincare regimen as I was growing up, and I needed a lot of repair because of it. So how fun is it that I could redo sorry, I keep checking my messages. Undo some things that have been done. And in the Time-Wise Repair system, we have encapsulated retinol in the night cream. So just as another plug, we do sell these sets, these skincare sets, and I will recommend to you, utilize the sets. We always want to make sure we're washing our face in the morning, washing our face in the evening, but our moisturizers are different. They have different jobs. During the day, they need to just protect our skin, and they need to have SPF and things like that. We want to make sure we go out with protection. At nighttime, as our bodies rest, our bodies are repairing. So we want to make sure that we're providing a repair or recovery system for our skin. It's not the same. So make sure you have those serums, one for the day, one for the evening, and utilizing both of them as we are washing in the morning and the evening. So, you currently could have a great system in place that you are really taking good care of your skin. And I say, kudos to you. That's fabulous. That's really what we want. But you can still benefit from adding pure retinol as a supplement. And adding this as a supplement does not eliminate the need for cleansing and the moisturizing with their daily skincare regimen. The vitamins, antioxidants, and peptides with their regular skincare is very important, but nighttime use of this system, of the clinical solutions that I'm going to talk about, can really add additional support for your skin. So clinical solutions, let me just tell you about this a little bit. We have the clinical solutions retinol, that's 0.05% concentration. And then we have the common restore facial milk, and they come together. And what we're doing is we have this pure high concentrated retinol. That's a nighttime serum. It's working against wrinkles, discoloration, and that loss of firmness. And it's also has a blend of botanical ingredients to complement the retinol's effectiveness. We will talk about an 8-week program, how we are introducing this product into our skincare regimen. The repair set that I already mentioned, you can start with that right away. It's gentle enough that you can use it immediately. This, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce it to our skin's regimen through the 8-week process. Okay. And what happens is you are using them mixed together one time a week for 2 weeks. And then you're going to use the retinol and then follow up with the milk for a couple of weeks. And then you start adding it in additional nights, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, as you go through to the 8 weeks progression. And what's happening is it's becoming acclimated to the retinol. Your skin is becoming acclimated. Some people will have some dryness, maybe some itchiness or dry spots as they are doing this, as their skin gets acclimated to it or used to it, which is, you can use the Restore facial milk as often as you want to cool that down, or to just take care of any dryness or irritations. I personally did not experience any dryness or irritations, but I still went through the retinol program just to make sure my skin was recognized. And now I'm using this on a regular basis during the week with my other skincare products. Okay. So again, we start with the retinization once a week, and then as it becomes acclimated, any redness or flaking, once you're retinized, those symptoms do disappear. So 8 weeks, think about it and talk to your representatives about that program. There are some things that we avoid while we're doing the retinization. We're avoiding the glycolic acids and the salicylic acid. Both of those are used to exfoliate or turn over our outer skin cells. And so that's our microdermabrasion and our revealing radiance and our C and E cream. But once you're retinized, you can go back to using all of them. So how fabulous is that? After that, after those 8 weeks, I talked about our clinical solutions boosters, and we actually have 4 of these. And again, depending on your specific need for your skin, and I'll just tell you, we have the skin concern of skin tone or hyperpigmentation. Maybe you have that discoloration. You really want to even that out. You might have skin texture where you're just feeling like it's not smooth. It doesn't have that glowing glass look, as we call it. And you want to work on the texture. And that's really more, we're working on the exfoliation. You might have the hydration issue where you want to make sure that you are really getting more moisture to your skin, or, which is mine, you might be dealing with just some of the wrinkles. I have scarring on my face that I've dealt with and some wrinkles. So these are 4 boosters that we offer that you can use. You can use them all, but you can kind of mix depending on what you're concerned about. We have the clinical solutions ferulic and niacinamide brightener. That's for the visible dark spot reduction. And then accelerating the skin renewal, which is for the skin texture. We have the PHA and AHA resurfacer booster. And then for boosting the hydration, this I know is a really popular one with my clients. We have the HA and ceramide hydrator. And then for visibly reducing the wrinkles with vitamin C resveratrol, we have the C plus resveratrol line reducing boosters. So these are things that we can add on as needed, as supplements, again, to your regular skincare regimen. Now, there was one that was added this past fall, and I just want to mention this. I can't talk about this enough. I'm just telling all my friends about it because this is the easiest thing. And this is our wrinkle limiter, our dynamic wrinkle limiter. Dynamic wrinkles, which we all find this is funny because dynamic sounds like a good word, right? But it's actually the location. Dynamic wrinkles are here and here. We call this our parenting lines. And these are, my laugh lines. So I parented and laughed a lot, I guess, in my life because I really had issues with very noticeable and deep dynamic wrinkles here and my 11. This is a cream that I use like the same time I'm using my serum. So I'm washing my face and then I'm using this and then my serum and my moisturizer in the morning and in the evening. Put a little dot here, rub it in, a little dot here, rub it in here. You can use them with your lines across your forehead as well. I can't believe the difference that I have seen with this wrinkle limiter. I want to say eliminator. It's called limiter. I can really not see my wrinkles in the side of my face. And these have really visibly reduced. And my 11 is slowly becoming a 1. How amazing is that? And no, it's not because my kids all grew up and moved out of the house. We're still parenting regardless of our age, right? What's just really wonderful is it is the easiest product to use. It is a great addition to the clinical solutions. And through polls and tests, they're saying it's 76% as effective as those other needle or those injection products. And this was in our last year, Skip the Syringe. I just love that. It is a no needle option to eliminating some of those wrinkles. So I'm not seeing anybody else comment here. If anyone wants to jump on and say, hey, you're here, and maybe it's just because I'm not seeing the regular stream. But again, we come here every Monday evening and we're talking about skincare sets that make the best sense for you. We all have different skin. We have all different needs for our skin. Some are dry, some are mine's aging and I might be dealing with crepiness or wrinkles. Some have the oily issues that they're dealing with. Come and check out and hear what we have to offer. Talk to your rep about what would be best or most appropriate for you. Consider some of the supplements we offer. Try it out. Thank you. Thank you. May Mufu. I'm glad the information's helpful. I love coming on because I'm always learning from everybody else. And we have Hydra sessions every week. We do skincare plus one supplement every week. You have an opportunity to come on and try our skincare sets. So it's not just about listening to what we're saying. It's about actually putting it on your skin and saying, oh my word, this really feels great. Or I see a difference in the morning. I'll chat with my clients in the morning after they do a Zoom and they're like, my skin feels baby soft, or, oh, it's so much brighter, or this is what I notice. I notice it's actually really helped with the moisture or the brightness. And, that's just much easier for us to make decisions, right? If we can really try it before you buy it. So we have webinars that you can jump on and follow along or just like a YouTube video where you try the samples alongside that, or we have live where we can interact and share tips and answer questions while we're trying it. And we also do it with color. We do colors on Saturday mornings. So we get our skin ready for the day. And I can tell you, being a daughter of a mom from a farm with 2 brothers, and then having 2 brothers myself growing up, and then having all sons, I didn't have an opportunity to really sit and chat about color or color application. It was just which baseball cap I was thrown on to run out the door. And we grew up kind of living on a farm. So I was wearing my brother's clothes. So I didn't know all this, like a lot of very lucky women with sisters and mothers who understood color application or skincare had. I'm not complaining, but I did come on to these Zooms really lacking a lot of knowledge. And what I appreciated is getting the hands-on opportunity to trying it and then, learning more about it. And I came back again and again and again. And I'm going to tell you right now, join us on Mondays, join us on the Hydra sessions, come back again and, try things again or try a different skin set if you're not sure that you've chosen the correct one. Every time I come on, I learn something, and I learn something about the different supplements that I can add to my regimen and replenishing my skin, getting that glass glow. We have a wonderful woman who is, she does makeup. She's a makeup artist for a lot of famous names. And she has been teaching us a lot. She's actually not a Mary Kay rep, but she will only use Mary Kay products. She had thousands and thousands of dollars of other products that she had used for her own skin and also her client's skin. And yeah, she's in New York and she's out in Hollywood. She knows what she's doing. And she said, and I just love this quote. There's a lot of quotes that she's given us as we've been listening to her. The one thing she says is Mary Kay is the one and only product that she knows that actually does what it says. The products do and provide us with what we're saying that it's going to provide us with. So how wonderful is that? And she literally threw out, like I said, thousands and thousands of dollars of other products, and she only uses Mary Kay now. But it is more than the makeup. It is about the skincare. It's about the anti-aging. It's about the repairing and being able to go backwards. When we all love to do that. And just learning different tips that are about what we personally need. So I was talking about the clinical solutions. If you have not tried it yet, what's really nice is it comes with, and I don't think I have it here. It's probably up in my bathroom. It comes with a chart. So each week you can write the date that you did and you know exactly what you're doing. So it is really easy to follow. It's not something that you have to study or learn, but following it and then do a before and after picture. I really, really recommend that. I did that with my dynamic limiter, and I'm going to do another picture soon, and just kind of follow along even longer, and a longer span of time where you can really see the difference. But in any case, check out the clinical solutions in addition to the other supplements that we have. The other thing I wanted to mention, this is a wonderfully supportive, family-oriented group where you can come on knowing a lot and sharing a lot with us, or wanting to hear more about specifically what we have learned with Mary Kay. Mary Kay has been in business for over 60 years. I visited their site down in Texas, and I'll tell you, it is constantly about them studying and learning and providing for us a better, improved product, something that's safe for us to use, something that gives us the results that we want. So it's wonderful that we can grow along with these products, or they grow along with us. But coming back again and again, we welcome you to return, because we want to hear what your thoughts are. We want to hear what your experiences are. We want to share what ours are and learn together. As I mentioned, I've been working with Mary Kay for a couple years, and I still learn something every time I come on. And that's just amazing. And again, the knowledge is free. That's even better that everyone shares this openly. And when I started getting on the Zooms and I started trying everything, and then I soon realized I wanted everything, I said to, the rep that invited me, which happened to be my sister-in-law, I need to have a coffee with you, because I'm a bookkeeper, and I'm all about, saving money. And I wanted to get everything, but didn't want to be writing the check for everything. So I chose to become a Mary Kay representative, and it has brought me a lot of joy over the last few years. I do work a full-time job. I do this on the side. First, I was just thinking I would just do it to get my products at that wonderful discount and not pay full price, because, if we can get it for less expensive, why not? But what was really amazing when I talk about the sisterhood and the union of these women and the support, this family group, these webinars and these Hydra sessions and Facebook presentations are provided for you as a representative. You invite people. So you can just invite people to come along and do it with us, to watch the videos, to learn, to sample, but they shop from you. So I found out in a very short amount of time, sharing with my friends on oh my gosh, you should just try this. This is so much fun. Come get pampered for free. They became my customers. And that's even more fun when they're sharing what's happening to their skin. But it is the truth when I say, people were asking me, what are you doing? Have you lost weight? Is that a new haircut? No, I didn't lose weight, but thanks. It's my skin and it's my color application. It was a combination of all of it. And I just have to thank the women on this group that have provided this for me and given me the opportunity to jump on and learn. But now, we're offering it to you as well. It's something that you can say, okay, I wouldn't mind being pampered, for free every week and learning more and inviting my friends and then getting my product not only at a discount, but essentially for free, because you can be making some additional income alongside of a full-time job. Or if you're just looking for the opportunity to have an income, if you're looking for a job, what you can do with this full-time is pretty amazing. And here's the biggest thing. I believe I have one right here. So typically it's $35 to join us. This month, you see what that is? That's a $20 bill. $20. I bet you have one in your purse. $20 to join our group. You can join the Mary Kay group and start getting your product at a 50% discount, and or inviting your friends to these webinars and these hydro sessions and getting them just as excited as we are about these wonderfully youthful skin and eliminator lines and the clinical solutions where, retinol that you can do at home and not have, and be injection free. How great is that? So I am finishing up, and I am hoping that you got some great information and that it was helpful and fun for you this evening. Ask for samples to join us in our hydro session groups. Ask for more information on the clinical solutions or other boosters that we have available for you. And thank you again so much for being here. Have a fabulous week. Ask your representatives about a balloon popping event tomorrow night, which is always fun. You win all kinds of prizes. And then our next hydro session is this Thursday evening. So ask about that as well. Webinars run every day. I think there's 4 a day. So you really can jump on at any time that works for your schedule. Thank you again, and hope to see you soon.